Ahoy there, cruisers! We've put together an ultimate guide of all the Royal Caribbean ships to find out which one is the best for you.
And tip number 1 is to subscribe to our channel right now. So make sure you do it. Go on. Let's go. What's my phone?
My microphone just fell on the floor. So, if you are a family or like to have lots of fun on your cruise, the best type of ships we think for you will be the Oasis Class Ships. So this is the Oasis of the Seas, Allure, Harmony and Symphony of the Seas.
These ships carry around 5,400 passengers, so they are gigantic. They are really, really huge, and they
the
have
biggest ships in the world.
Yeah, they have absolutely loads to do on board.
Absolutely. So you're going to have an abundance of things to do, including 2 amazing floor riders, which are the surfing simulators, a zip line. You've got climbing walls, you have an ice rink, you have some amazing slides as well. So you have the trio of the perfect storm slides as well, which are water slides. And you also have the 10-story abyss slide as well. This is a huge red slide at the back and it's a dry slide. This isn't on all of the Oasis class ships at the moment, but it will be by next year, as the abyss is being retrofitted onto the Oasis of the Seas and the Allure of the Seas. So from 2020, she'll be on every ship.
You also have ample pool space on board, including family pools and adults only pools, as well as lots and lots of hot tubs. And there's loads of kids clubs as well for all different ages of the family.
Entertainment wise, you have ice skating shows, you have a huge theatre at the front which shows big production shows, and at the back of the ship you've got the aqua theatre as well, which is the outdoor water theatre showing amazing spectacular shows there as well, so you're not going to get bored. Entertainment-wise, there's different, unique entertainment on each ship, but the headlining Broadway shows are as follows. On Oasis of the Seas, you'll find the musical Cats. On Allure of the Seas, you'll find the musical Mamma Mia. On Harmony of the Seas, you'll find Grease, and on Symphony of the Seas, Hairspray.
This ship is really a cool design. It's actually one of the first to have separate neighbourhoods actually on board the ship. So you have an area, for example, the boardwalk, which takes its vibes from a seaside boardwalk,
New Jersey
boardwalk area. And you have the central park area as well, which genuinely feels like an outdoor park with real plants and flowers growing.
It's crazy. It actually looks like a gigantic park in the middle of a ship. How insane is that?
Yeah, so all these different neighbourhoods really break the ship up into different sections. And as we said, this ship is huge and has absolutely loads on board and loads of space as well.
Yeah, you've got something to do for every member of the family. So you've got some amazing kids clubs on board, some of the best that Royal Caribbean offer. There's loads of different areas for them. You've got laser tag, as you said, you've got ice skating, the zip lines, the pools, everything like that for the kids as well. And there's such a massive choice of dining on board as well. Free dining with the main dining rooms, the buffets and the quick service eateries around the ship. But you have loads of specialty dining on board as well. Whilst on board, your free dining options include the main dining room and huge buffet, plus quick service eateries such as Sorrento's The Pizzeria, Cafe Promenade for cakes and sandwiches. Specialty extra charge restaurants include favourites such as Jamie's Italian, Wonderland, the magical gastronomy restaurant, Chops Grill, the American steakhouse, and Azumi, the Asian restaurant. So many different choices, and so many different choices for nightlife as well. So you've got so many amazing bars and places and lounges where you can watch live music. It's just fantastic. It's like literally a city at sea, isn't it?
Yeah, and there is something for every age group of your family, from little kids to teens.
To Nana.
To
Nana. 9 to 99.
Exactly.
9 months to 99. So what type of cabins are you going to find on board the Oasis class ships? Well, let me tell you, there is a huge selection. Everything from interiors with virtual portholes or virtual balconies. You've got ocean views, you've got balcony cabins, you've even got cabins which look over the inside of the ship. So balcony and ocean view cabins which look over the boardwalk in Central Park. So instead of looking out to the sea, you're overlooking part of the ship, which is just absolutely crazy. And you've got a huge array of suites as well. You've got the kids suite, which is going to cost you an absolute fortune. But yeah, there's a massive array of different cabin types to suit every different type of budget.
Well, generally they'll sail 3 to 7 night itineraries. You usually find these sailing around the Caribbean, but occasionally they do come over to Europe, particularly if they're going to be getting refitted that year. So let's have a look at some of the pros and some of the cons of this class of ship.
Well, a pro would be that these ships are huge and there is so much an offer for them on board.
Yeah, there is. There's so many places to eat on board, so much entertainment, and so many different activities.
Another pro would be that you can get some really good value sailings as well. So because they're such huge ships, they have to fill up a lot of different people. So often you'll find some really good deals, especially on the lower class cabins like insides and ocean views.
Yeah, and because they do have such a wide range of cabins, there is a cabin for every budget out there. So if you are a price conscious sailor, some of the more budget options are still available on the ship.
Another pro would be that there are so many restaurants on board, so many different types of restaurants, lounges, places for nightlife, so you really aren't going to get bored on these ships. And they're so fantastic for families as well. They're just great for everybody from every age.
Yeah, as we said, there's something for everybody, for every age group.
Should we look at some of the cons now?
Yeah, so these are things that may put you off cruising on this ship. So first, the range of itineraries is not that great. They do tend to stick around the Caribbean, and as we said, the longest sailing you tend to get is 7 nights, although you do get the odd one-off sailing which may be a little bit longer.
Another con is that these ships can get super busy, so you might have lines and queues for absolutely everything, from the dining to the different activities on board. But yeah, during the summer holidays and peak periods, these ships can get very busy, can't they? You really feel it.
And along with all them different types of specialty dining options, you've got to think this may add up because these are extra charges, and there is an extra charge for some activities on board as well. So you have to just factor this in when you're looking at this cruise, that you will be paying extra for some of the activities on board.
Yeah, and drinks as well. Obviously, if you don't have a drinks package on board, it can get super expensive. So another con is that these are absolutely huge ships, so it's really easy to get lost on board and not sure where you're going, especially if you're on a shorter cruise, and it just doesn't feel very intimate, does it?
Yeah, it can feel quite impersonal on the ship because obviously you're not going to be bumping into the same people or the same servers or the same crew men or women every day.
And the last downside really is that these ships do look inwards a lot instead of looking out at the beautiful scenery and the sea as well. So lots of areas of the ship actually look on the inside of the ship towards, say, Central Park or the boardwalk and things like that. So depending on what type of cruise you like, we definitely like to see where we are in the scenery. But obviously there is plenty of places where you can see the outside as well.
And as we've said, these ships are so big and they do have so much to do for all the kids, which may be a little bit of a downside for you if you're the type of person who wants your family to be together and to do stuff together all the time.
Absolutely.
Because you might never actually see the kids if they're off at the kids club.
There's so much on offer for them that you'll never see
but
them.
that could be a pro for you.
Pro or a con, depending on what sort of holiday you want.
Yeah, it depends on what sort of vacation you're looking for. But there is so much to do that it can be quite hectic, and everybody can be off doing their own thing.
Yeah, and you do feel the urge to try and fit in everything as well. And because there is so many different things to do on this ship, you sort of might even be missing out on the actual itinerary which you're on as well. But that can be a plus side as well. If you've done these islands loads of times, it is all about the ship, isn't it, really?
Yeah. So some other great options for families are the Freedom Class ships. This is the Independence of the Seas, which we have a ship tour of, so make sure you take a look at that one, and Freedom of the Seas.
Yeah, the Voyager class as well is a really good other alternative as well. So you've got Voyager of the Seas, Navigator of the Seas, Explorer of the Seas, and Adventure of the Seas, to name a few. These ships are a little bit smaller, so range from about 4,000 to 4,500 passengers. And whilst they are a little bit older than the Oasis class ships, they still have some fantastic things for families and those people who like to be really busy on the holiday with loads of different things to do.
Yeah, even though they are older though, a lot of them are currently being refitted to include some new features and bring some features from the newer ships onto these older ships as well.
Yeah, so Independence, Explorer, Navigator of the Seas, they've all been re-upped as well with the brand new skypad on top, new water slides. So Royal Caribbean are slowly making their way through the fleet to sort of make it more modern as well.
Yeah, but there may still be areas, particularly the cabins, that do feel a little bit older and a little bit more tired.
And another thing about the Freedom and Voyager classes as well is that you're going to find a lot more itineraries around the world as well. So they have lots of itineraries from the UK and Europe, as well as Australia and Alaska and different places other than the Caribbean as well, so it might fit you a little bit better if you don't want to just sail in the Caribbean.
These are still great for families, still have the kids clubs on board, although they're not going to be as up to date as the newer ships. But also, while we're saying these are a smaller ship, they are not small ships. Yeah. They are still big ships compared to what you think of as a small cruise ship.
Yeah, Freedom Class was the biggest ship in the world
Exactly,
before Oasis Class was. And you won't get as much dining as well. They do have 3 or 4 specialty dining restaurants, whereas the Oasis classes have double this. But still don't let it put you off. They're still fantastic ships for all of the family and those who like to be active and enjoy themselves on holiday. So guys, we really hope you enjoyed our show and all of the information we've given you. If you have any comments, please do let us know in the section below, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. It would really appreciate it. We've got some fantastic content coming for you. Hit that bell button as well so you're notified when we upload.
And if you enjoyed this video and enjoy all the content that we're putting out and would like to support us further, please take a look at our Patreon. A big thank you to our supporters, particularly Trish and Amy, our cruise captains.
So that's it till next time. Happy cruising!
I'll be there for you.
Nice cup of coffee. This is the mug that we stole from MSC, so shh, don't tell me.
Do not put that in the video.
Well, it fell into your bag. It's lovely, isn't it?
Huge.
We didn't really steal it.
This is the size of my head.
Yeah, well, it's the size of my head when I put it that forward there.
No, but it's big.
Yeah, it's huge.
Look
Mine's bigger than yours.
No, mine's bigger than yours. It's not the size that counts, guys.
It's what's in the cup that counts.
Right.
Let's get going.